local community gathered this morning to remember the lives lost in 9/11. Amongst the tragedy, words of hope were present at the new memory site.
And one organization is holding a statewide initiative to commemorate 9/11. The first responders taking part to remember the lives lost through Friendly Challenge.
Yesterday, conservative influencer Charlie Kirk was killed after a gunman shot him at his rally in Utah. All of these stories and more as KSTV starts right now. Good evening, Portage County, and welcome to Kent Stater TV News at 6. Thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday evening. I'm Lillian Drabick.
And I'm Talia Milowich. We begin tonight by remembering today's tragic day in history 24 years ago, and many gathered across the country to find their own ways to never forget.
Our correspondent Tatum Wertz knows about a unique way Ohio first responders are honoring the lives lost.
Hi Lillian and Talia. For the rest of September, the organization Light Ohio Blue will be holding a statewide first responder photo challenge in honor of the lives that were lost in 9/11. The contest allows first responders from different areas in Ohio to compete against each other for votes on a picture of their vehicle. The challenge was created to encourage a friendly competition among different categories of first responders and is a way for first responders to make a connection with the community. The Summit County Sheriff's Office is also participating in the challenge. I spoke with State Director of Light Ohio Blue, Nate Cofield, about the significance of the competition. You can visit lightohioblue.org to cast a vote for your favorite responder vehicle now through September 30th. For KSTV, I'm Tatum Wertz.
Thanks, Tatum. Keeping with 9/11, Stowe held its annual ceremony remembering the 24-year-old tragedy. This year's ceremony was special for the city as it was the first one at their new First Responders Memorial. Present at the memorial was Stowe's safety forces and the Color Guard. Mayor John Prebionic spoke words of hope for the future and how change can happen on an individual level in addition to more during his speech.
We stand here together to create an everlasting unity. As we pay tribute to those who were, may their lives eternally inspire us.
Many other events are planned in Northeast Ohio to commemorate 9/11. In downtown Cleveland, the Soldiers and Sailors Monument hosted a two-part ceremony from the Memorial Room. A free ceremony was also held at Edgewater Park featuring local law enforcement and other speakers. Organizers hope everyone will take a moment to reflect.
Vice President J.D. Vance and wife Usha Vance will not be joining President Donald Trump in New York City. The two were previously scheduled to attend an outdoor 9/11 remembrance ceremony. The president is still scheduled to attend the Memorial Yankees game tonight. Close associates of Vance have stated that he will instead be in Salt Lake City, Utah to fly his friend Charlie Kirk's casket and his family to Arizona.
Your first forecast on Kent Stater TV.
Hello, Portage County. My name is Tyler Slosher, and I'll be your host for your evening forecast. It has been a beautiful day. Let's take a look. Up here in Akron, Canton, it's been sitting around 80 degrees all day. The same going on in Pittsburgh and down south in Athens. And you'll see just a bit warmer as we travel southwest towards Cincinnati and a bit cooler upwards in Toledo. We go now to northeastern Ohio, so we're zooming a bit, and we can see right here in Kent, Ohio, at the moment it's sitting at a clean 75 degrees. degrees, and it's going to be similar all around the surrounding areas. Getting a little bit warmer over in Youngstown, a little bit warmer down south, but admittedly not by much. And we'll move on now to our next image here. Today, it's been sitting at 72 degrees all in all, with some clear skies, gentle winds going north at 7 miles per hour, keeping that light breeze, keeping us nice and refreshed. And you'll note tonight's sunset is going to sit at 7:41 p.m. It's getting sooner and sooner every day. That's the beauty of fall, but it might just be gone all too soon. As we look now to the rest of the night, going towards 8 p.m., it's going to sit at 66, and that temperature is going to drop and drop and drop until it gets to about 55 at midnight. Now, as we go even later in the night, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., it's going to drop to about 47 at the very bottom, and then rise back up here in the morning. Now, that's all I've got for you right now, but I'll be back in just a bit for your extended forecast and more things sunny. I'll see you back here when we're in the clear.
Thanks, Tyler. Cleveland City Council Majority Leader Kerry McCormack announced his resignation this morning. He'll resign from his seat next month to join Flock Safety. He has represented Ward 3 since 2016. He plans to nominate Lauren Welch to complete the remainder of his term. His last day will be on October 3rd.
Ursuline High School is facing a new lawsuit following last week's hazing and abuse lawsuits of the football team. The new separate lawsuit filed Wednesday is against a male football player over sexual assault allegations. The suit states that the Ursuline football player began harassing a female student in the summer of 2023. He began with advances that later turned into harassment and a physical attack at school.
Roxbury Elementary School remains closed indefinitely. The school was closed earlier this week after an environmental issue. More testing revealed asbestos in the roof drain and levels shown in an air sample. The district is isolating the area and creating a plan to address the issue.
A manhunt for the suspected shooter of Charlie Kirk is underway. We have the latest updates and more information coming up.
2 students are left wounded after a Colorado high school shooting. More on what authorities had to say later.
Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. 'Cause every kid across the nation deserves a book to read, and we can make it happen right now. No, I don't know what you've been told, but kids with books learn so much more. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. To motivate some magic, to change the writing on the wall, writing on the wall. Book can make a difference. One book can inspire a child. One book can be the first thing that helps to change a life.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Hey, I'm worried about your parents. We need to show them how to spot phishing emails.
Agreed, the scammers are out of control.
Plus, help them add multi-factor authentication.
Yes, we use MFA at work and it's great. Software update? Done. Time to celebrate.
For more information on how to keep yourself and those you care about safe online, go to cisa.gov/secure our world.
Hey there, welcome to Kent Core.
Kent Core.
To Kent Core.
Tomorrow's news leaders.
Today's top stories.
From an award-winning student newsroom.
This is Kent Stater TV.
Your community.
Your stories.
Major developments in the manhunt for the person suspected of killing Charlie Kirk are underway.
The Turning Point USA co-founder was shot while speaking at Utah Valley University Wednesday. Maribel Gonzalez is in Orem, Utah with the latest.
We find ourselves today
hunting a murderer who chose to violate our rights.
Investigators announcing significant progress in the search for the shooter suspected of killing 31-year-old conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
We were able to track the movements of the shooter. We do have good video footage of this individual.
The FBI says they believe they've uncovered the weapon used in the attack, but declined to publicly identify the suspect.
We are and will continue to work nonstop until we find the person that has committed this heinous crime and find out why they did it.
President Trump eulogizing Kirk during Thursday morning's 9/11 remembrance ceremony at the Pentagon.
Charlie was a giant of his generation, a champion of liberty, and an inspiration to millions and millions of people.
Announcing Kirk will be posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
I have no doubt that Charlie's voice and the courage he put into the hearts of countless people, especially young people, will live on.
In remarks Wednesday night, Trump blamed the, quote, radical left for Kirk's assassination. But his murder is just the latest in a string of politically motivated attacks that have targeted people across the political spectrum. Leaders on both sides of the aisle decrying the tragedy and calling for temperatures to be lowered.
We need to come together. We need to turn down the rhetoric. We need to stop this political violence.
Kent Stater reached out to the Kent State Turning Point USA chapter to provide comments on Charlie Kirk. They referred us to the statement made from the national headquarters. The statement mourns Kirk's murder while asking everyone to keep his family and loved ones in their prayers.
Following Kirk's death, Speaker of the House Mike Johnson and other House members paused for a moment of silence honoring the conservative activist on Wednesday. Not long after the moment of silence, the floor erupted in a heated debate. Representative Ana Paulina Luna accused Democrats of causing the shooting using heavy language, while Democrats shouted back with a demand to end gun violence.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries spoke to the press yesterday.
Here's what they had to say.
It's a time that all Americans should come together and feel and mourn what happened. Violence, which affects so many different people of so many different political persuasions, is an affliction of America. And coming together is what we ought to be doing, not pointing fingers of blame.
Governor Mike DeWine ordered flags to be flown at half-staff to honor Charlie Kirk. At the same time, DeWine had also ordered the flags to be lowered to honor the victims of 9/11. The flags will remain at half-staff at all public buildings through 6 p.m. on Sunday, September 14th, according to an email from the governor's office.
Yesterday, 2 students were wounded in a shooting in a high school in Colorado. The suspected gunman used a revolver to fire upon the school, sending panicked students to run to neighboring homes and schools in search of a safe place to hide. Police arrived at the scene 2 minutes after receiving the first 911 call and contacted the suspect 3 minutes later, who later died from self-inflicted gunshot wounds.
Keeping you informed and ahead of the storm, this is your KSTV weather.
Hello again, ladies and gents, Royals fans, and those in the wrong. But hey, I'll save the baseball hot takes for the experts later on after our next break. Let's talk about what we can expect tomorrow and further on this week. Speaking of hot, the warm streak for today is not going to be stopping anytime soon. Tomorrow is going to be nice and sunny with UV a 7 out of 10, kind of that medium range. But hey, if you want to give tanning a shot, I'm not going to stop you. Sunset is going to be a little bit later. You'll notice 2 minutes earlier, than today's. Like I said, that's going to be dropping and dropping and dropping every day going through the fall until we get to the winter solstice, in which that is just going to be oh so too far early. But hey, what can you do? Wind is going to be a nice brisk northeast direction going at 6 miles per hour, and the humidity is going to sit at a comfortable 54. As we look at our extended forecast here, we'll see much of the same. That sunny weather is going to be sticking around for quite a while yet. I know it says partly cloudy here and that sun's tucked away in the back, but it's just going to be a nice couple of clouds. Trust me, you'll get plenty of that sweet, sweet vitamin D. We're going to be looking at 82 to 87 temperatures going in a nice curve up throughout throughout the rest of the week. Rain chances still there, admittedly so, but it's going to be staying on the down low for pretty much the entire time. Those lows are going to stay low here at about 55 degrees, which is admittedly a bit warmer than the night times we've had going forward, so maybe you won't have to hop out of bed and slide on your slippers. But that'll do for your Flashcast tonight. Make sure that parachute is on tight and the landing pad is set, and enjoy the fall, Portage County. For KSTV, I'm Tyler Schlosser.
Thank you, Tyler. Now we hand it over to Anne-Marie Chula with the latest updates on economy and more.
Anne-Marie, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. There's a lot of recent changes in the economy, many of which will affect homeowners and many working class Americans. The U.S. is currently dealing with an economic disaster while the cost of living in the U.S. continues to rise. Finding a job is becoming harder. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, consumer prices went up 0.4 of a point last month, which affected the annual inflation rate. Economists believe that Trump administration's tariffs are the main factor in the increase. If you're looking to buy a house, I have some good news for you. Mortgage rates are dropping for the first time in months. According to data that was released on Thursday by Freddie Mac, the 30-year fixed mortgage rate averaged 6.35%, which is 6.5% lower than last week. It is also the sharpest weekly drop in loan costs so far this year. Boeing workers have reached a deal in St. Louis, Missouri. This comes after more than 3,000 union members went on strike at 3 Boeing facilities on August 4th. On Wednesday, the IAM District 837 negotiating committee announced a 5-year deal. The agreement reportedly includes improvements to general wage increases and is bringing back a signing bonus. A brand of chocolate snack sold at Costco has been recalled due to an allergy risk. The snack is called Dubai-style chocolate and is made by Rolling Pin Baking Company. According to Rolling Pin, the allergen statement on the packaging says the chocolate contains gluten when it should say wheat. The snacks were sold between May 1st and August 29th. Rolling Pin believes the health risk is not serious because the allergen statement lists gluten, which is found in wheat. For KSTV, I am Anne-Marie Chula.
Guardians returned to action versus the Royals last night. More on the Guardians when we return with your KSTV Sports Report.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Is it okay over there? Is that good?
Jackie boy, look, we have bbeen through a lot together.
Hurry up before this rain goes away.
Well, it's just, I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Dad!
Okay, here we go, throw it!
Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Nice.
This
is your Kent Stater TV Sports Report.
My name is Lucas Foote. Let's get to your KSTV Sports. Earlier today, the Kent State volleyball team traveled to North Dakota to take on UTSA in Game 1 of the 3-game tournament. The Flashes took down the Roadrunners in a 5-set thriller, 3-2. UTSA led 2-1, but the Golden Flashes fought back, winning the 4th set 25-20, and the 5th set 15-12. Reigning MAC Player of the Week Mackenzie McGuire and freshman Macy Moreland led the team in kills to lead the comeback. The Flashes will return to action tomorrow at 7 p.m. against North Dakota, and then on Saturday afternoon versus North Dakota State. Kent State has now won 3 of 4 matches and has already surpassed their 2024 win total after going 2-26. North Dakota has lost 9 straight matches dating back to last season, so Kent State will have a good chance to stay hot this weekend. This weekend, the Flashes field hockey team heads back on the road for their 3rd and 4th straight road games. Tomorrow night, Kent takes on the 0-3 Delaware Fightin' Blue Hens, and then on Sunday at 17th-ranked Penn State. The Flashes enter the weekend losing their last 2, but that comes against 2 quality opponents in Ohio State and Iowa. This will be the 3rd matchup all-time between Delaware and Kent State, with the teams splitting the first 2 matches. And last night, the Guardians looking to make it 6 straight. Logan Allen on the mound, but the Royals would get it off started. First, Jonathan India getting it into left field. Schneemann could not make the play. Royals have an early 1-0 lead, but the Guardians would respond. Kyle Manzardo with a prodigious blast. 432 feet, his longest homer of the season. He's got 26 bombs. Guardians up 2-1. Top 3 Royals would respond. It's Vinny Pasquantino grounding it into right field. That is his 100th RBI of the season. Bobby Witt scores. That is the first time he has hit the 100 RBI mark. Bo Naylor would give the Guardians the lead, though, in the bottom of the 4th, lining it into right field. Caglione throws it in, but it would not be in time. Angel Martinez scores, but Royals would tie it up in the top of the 7th, and then Michael Garcia up to the plate. Hunter Gaddis, and Garcia crushes it off the left field wall. Kwan would throw it in. It would be an errant throw. The Royals snap the Guardians' 5-game win streak and win it 4-3. The Guardians and Royals return to action tonight to finish their 4-game series in Cleveland. This marks the final regular season game of the season between the AL Central foes, with the Guardians having already won the season series, picking up their 7th win on Tuesday. Although the Guards are still in the playoff race, they will still need to get some help. The Seattle Mariners hold the final AL wildcard spot and lead Cleveland by 3.5 games. But the Mariners hold the tiebreaker, meaning the lead bumps up to 4.5 games. In the NFL, Week 2 begins tonight with a matchup of 2 playoff teams, the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. The Commanders defeated the New York Giants last week in Week 1, 21-6, led by Deebo Samuel scoring his first touchdown with the team. The Packers dominated their NFC North rivals, Detroit Lions, in Week 1, 27-13, with the big story from the game being the debut of Micah Parsons. He did have a sack. Kickoff tonight, 8:15 live on Amazon Prime Video. And tonight, I'm going to give my prediction. I'm going to have 3 predictions. Josh Jacobs of the Packers will score 2 touchdowns. Micah Parsons for the Packers defense, just talked about him. He will also have 2 sacks. And Jaden Daniels, another 2. He will throw 2 interceptions. Final score, Green Bay Packers hand the Commanders their first loss, 33-10. For KSTV Sports, I'm Lucas Foote.
Jaws the exhibition features some notable pieces right as the film turns 50. More on the new exhibit after this.
What's up, NFL fans? Quarterback Josh Dobbs here. You may know me as the Pastronaut.
This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down. I'm too fly. This is my time.
I always loved space and football. Growing up, some people told me I had to choose. But here's the deal. You can be great at more than one thing, and getting involved in STEM opens up your world to a universe of opportunities in life. Space isn't just for the astronauts.
It's for all of us. It's not just for engineers like myself.
It's for teachers,
students,
designers,
mechanics,
scientists,
and millions of football fans across the world.
3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down. I'm too fly. This is my time.
Get inspired and get involved today. There are STEM programs and science centers available in your community, so be sure to check out spaceforall.us to learn more and get started.
This is my time.
I feel like her heartbeat is like same speed as mine, and I think we have this like deep connection, this heart connection in her heart, that there's room for me and mom. When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer. It's a sensory thing. It's a thing with Asperger's.
She's really good with Anya. I've seen adults react to my daughter when she has meltdowns, like she's from a different planet. And this little animal just sat next to my child and was just like, you know, it's gonna be cool.
She's my superhero.
Good job, Kitty Cat.
When we adopted Lucky, we discovered all the wonderful things that make her unique.
Lucky's a little bit of a lot of things, but mostly she's pure love.
Take a bite into this. A new Jaws exhibit made its debut yesterday in the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures. The Great White exhibit features more than 200 artifacts from the blockbuster hit. No fishy business here. They will even display some items never before shown to the public. The film just celebrated its 50th anniversary, and as part of the celebration, the film was re-released in theaters. Director Steven Spielberg shares his thoughts.
I'm just so proud of the work they've done. What they put together here, this exhibition, is just awesome. Every room, you know, has the minutia of how this picture got together, and proves that this motion picture industry is really, truly a collaborative art form. No place for auteurs. This is an art form that only survives based on getting the best people in all the right positions.
Attention Shiz University, Elphaba and Glinda have arrived in Kent. At least their clothes have arrived, as the Kent State University Museum will house the costumes designed by Oscar winner Paul Tazewell from now until November 9th. The display is a part of Tazewell's visit in the Visiting Artist series. He will be on campus a week from today for a public dialogue event. Also, Lillian, visitors of the display are welcome to take a selfie and tag the museum socials.
Now, Talia, I wish that I was able to grab tickets, but they were just too popular.
Hey, at least we can go see the costumes. I know once I see them, I'll be changed for good.
Oh, see, one thing about Talia and I, we are huge Wicked fans.
Some may even say we're the Elphaba and Glinda of KSTV.
But who's who?
I would say I'm probably Glinda.
Okay, you were Glinda for Halloween last year.
I was.
I do love the color green. But unfortunately, that will be all we have for you guys tonight.
Be sure to check us out at thekentstater.com and on Instagram at thekentstater for all your news updates. I'm Talia Milowich.
And I'm Lillian Dravik. Have a great night, Portage County.
The FDA conducts a thorough analysis to ensure that prescription drugs are only approved after 3 phases of clinical trials have shown they are high quality, safe, and work as they should.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
You crank it and the beat just moves you right down the hallway. Why not? It doesn't hurt anyone. But listening too long and too loud can actually hurt your hearing. Excessive volume in earbuds, stadiums, and at concerts, even loud machinery, can damage hearing in just 15 minutes.
1 in 5 people 12 years and older now has some kind of hearing loss. So see a hearing professional and let's get those ears checked and boogie on.
Go. You feel good about that? No. I'm looking at it right.
And yellow today, feel free to use orange, feel free to use green, feel free whatever you want to do. These are what I have in my refrigerator.
Students, especially those that are